welcome to Your Manchester, the channel that is dedicated to all things Manchester and this great city, because we love it just as much as you do. Are you subscribing yet? Are they subscribing?
Are you subscribing? But more importantly, are you dingling the ding-along bell at the
You've
little
got to
bottom
dingle
there?
that bell just to kind of get your notifications so that you know we are here. But we've got so much going on today.
We have got a very full show today. We really
Tell
have.
us about it.
We've got a lovely gentleman coming all the way from a brand new fabulous charity called Youth Against AIDS.
Fab.
We've also got a wonderful, wonderful company here from Manchester called Ollie and Fred.
I think I may have seen their scarves.
Well, yes.
Very nice.
They're very, very good. And also a fabulous company called Coffee4Craig.
And where is this?
Only on
Your Manchester.
Now, we are first of all joined by our very first guest here this evening. We are joined. Look at me, that was glamorous, don't you
I
think?
know, absolutely.
I've got new shoes. I'm about 3 foot taller. We're joined by our very lovely, our very Lewis Wilkinson, and he's from a brand new, wonderful place called Youth Against AIDS. What is it?
We're a national network. We have groups up and down the country, stretching from Brighton all the way up to Inverness.
Right.
So, well, the 2 countries.
Yeah.
Pretty much the aim is to arm and empower younger people to join the fight against AIDS. I think back when the epidemic was serious and when, well, it's still serious, but when it was a bigger, more powerful image, there were a lot of young people ready to go straight to the streets to protest and take direct action against it. Recently, there's been a higher rise in the increase in young people affected, but nobody has actually really taught young people what they need to know and what they need to do to be able to go straight to their MP to be able to lobby against AIDS.
So what can they do then?
There's tons of things that they can do. So on our website, which is youstopaids.org, straight away there's resources available so they can template letters to their MPs and to local councillors. And then further on, they can join us in our groups. We have a lot of different sessions up and down the country. They can, once again, make sure that they are taking action in different youth setups, so they can collab with other youth setups in their constituencies, going to just MPs, making sure that they really have their point put across. There's a variety of different things you can do.
And why is this so important to you?
So I was diagnosed on September the 4th last year. It was important to me before then. I did different stuff with JHT and local different charities, but George House Trust. But yeah, from my diagnosis, there was about a week where it was a bit of a blindfold, going out, getting drunk, and not really taking care of myself. After that, when that subsides, you want to go out and just do something a bit more meaningful to help others that aren't as ready for it or aren't as well off or financially, knowledge-wise, that don't have the power to be able to act up.
So say some of these people join forces with you and kind of do the lobbying and everything and contact their MPs. What's the ultimate goal then? You know, if the MPs are taking notice, what can those MPs do?
So we run 2 campaigns at the minute. The first campaign is called This Ain't Over. That focuses more on local services. It's common knowledge that due to austerity and other factors that services are being cut, sexual health especially. Younger people, as I said, are the most affected. We're the biggest rise in infections in the UK and worldwide. But then we have the Missing Medicines campaign, which focuses worldwide on the fact that big pharma companies are putting patents on very vital medicines that just don't get enough knowledge in the UK media. And there's still over 3,000 deaths per day in the world due to AIDS.
Really?
Yep, due to complications due to AIDS. And yeah, there's the medicines are there. I'm living testament to that as well as other people I know. And because of patents on pharma, there's nothing that they can really do. Well, nothing that they can get. And if it comes to getting medicine, they have to travel miles and miles to even have the chance of getting something cheaper. So, yeah.
That's crazy, because I do think, you know, back in the 80s, early 90s, we had so much publicity about it, and it has fallen by the wayside. So, you know, I'm hoping what you do is really successful.
So how do people get in contact with you?
The best way is either through one of our Facebook pages. If you're in Manchester, it's Youth Stop AIDS in brackets Manchester. You can direct message me or call me on 07734 930 675.
Excellent. We'll put all the details up.
Absolutely.
And I think you're doing amazing. How lovely, eh?
Absolutely fantastic. So please do get in touch with Lewis if you do feel yourself in that kind of situation or want to be one of the leaders yourself. All right, well, now it's time to take a look at what is on our TV screens this week.
So we'll hand over to our Hales.
Hi, I'm Hayley. So what's trending on the box this week? Now, one of the most popular shows on telly at the moment is, of course, Cole the Midwife. In my opinion, it is perfect Sunday evening viewing. One of my favourites, actually. Last week, Mother Mildred returned and Phyllis was in hospital with her back. Mother Mildred soon made her presence felt as she recruited Fred as her chauffeur, causing offence to all. Fab drama from the BBC. Now, just after this, there is a new series called Baptiste, which is a spin-off from The Missing. This will be on for 6 weeks, and it revolves around a French detective tracking down a sex worker in Amsterdam who has been reported missing by her father. Also on Sundays on Channel 4, there is Traitors, starring Keely Hawes and Emma Appleton. It's set in 1945 about a woman drawn into rooting out Soviet spies. Another BBC programme which is extremely popular is Big Cats About the House, a documentary about Giles Clark who adopts a jaguar cub called Maya, and how cute is she? This is on Wednesdays on BBC Two at 7 p.m. Now, fans of Doctor Who, like me, may be excited to know that a new Doctor Who themed escape room is coming to Manchester, so you might want to have a Google about that. Over to Netflix, and the following have been recommended to me: Glow, Plebs and Modern Family. On ITV Catch Up, you can catch the whole series now of Cleaning Up with the wonderful Sheridan Smith. And I've also been enjoying the documentary series Back in Time for School, which is a BBC doc, but I think most of those episodes are available on iPlayer at the moment as well. Now, Coronation Street is lining up another big storyline for Tim as he's set to suffer a really bad heart attack. And it'll also be discovered that it was Roy who accidentally set fire to the boat. Now, eagle-eyed viewers amongst you, like me, will have noticed Roy's anorak if you look closely at that time. Now, that's it from me. I'm going to catch you next time. Bye!
Well, now we're joined by our second guest today, everybody, and it's a fabulous company, isn't it? I'm really excited about this one.
Well, I am, and I've had a feel of some of these scarves, and they are absolutely amazing to touch. So we have got the person behind these scarves from Ollie and Fred.
So lovely, Kath. How are you doing?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Look at this abundance of good gear, neckwear.
We definitely need
Do you know
it at the
that?
moment
I know,
because
it's
the
still
weather.
cold, isn't it?
In
Yeah,
fact, I don't think
absolutely.
there's a season in Manchester where you don't actually need a scarf.
I know. Now, with the weather, was that the inspiration behind this, or do you know, was it just because you know you have a love of kind of doing the designing, or?
Well, I was working for a number of small boutique fashion brands about a year ago, and I was driving around the northwest and thought, why don't I set up my own brand and have a go and see what happens? So I launched with this small collection of luxury lamb's wool scarves. The colours are amazing, they're really bright and vibrant.
Yeah.
And I've named them all after Manchester streets as well.
Really?
So,
They've all got names?
yeah, so this one's the Lomax.
Oh, great stuff.
This is Ruskin, that's Tariff. So, yeah, so they've got a real Manchester connection as well. This one is the biggest seller at the moment because obviously it's a bee stripe.
Yeah.
So it's been very popular in Manchester. And I give 20% of all profit from this scarf to Andy Burnham's homelessness fund as well.
Brilliant,
So
brilliant charity.
that's really good. And they're really good quality. They're made in a family-run mill in Scotland.
So
as
they're
well.
from here as
Yeah,
well? Oh,
yeah.
wow.
So, yeah, and they come nicely packaged in tissue paper. So they're a really great gift.
And how do you go about picking the designs for these things?
I just really liked the stripes,
Yeah.
and I wanted I wanted scarves that were for men and women. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like I don't have a man section, a woman section. It's just if you like the scarf, you can buy it.
Yeah.
So
And also
that's-
the colours, like you
yeah,
say.
the bright colours. I kind of wanted to stay away from tartan. I wanted a point of difference. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I've gone for really bright scarves.
And these are sold online, aren't they?
Yes, so you can buy them on my website, which is olienfred.co.uk.
Right.
But you can also get them in the Royal Exchange Theatre Shop and also you can buy this scarf at the visitor centre in Piccadilly Gardens.
And there's a special scarf there
so
that really excites
this is my
me.
other scarf, which is Manchester Bee scarf. So this was my other idea. I wanted to put the Manchester Bee on the scarf, but do it really tastefully and on really nice fabric as well.
It is lovely.
So I really love the mosaic bee, and
Yeah.
I wanted the Manchester Town Hall
Yeah.
tiling, and
Yeah.
that's the inspiration for it.
And it stays true to the worker bee shape as well.
Yes.
Which is really good.
Yeah, and I wanted to, so I wanted to use the official bee, so I approached the council and they gave me permission to do it as well. So 20% of profit from this scarf goes to We Love Manchester as well. And I've got one each for you as well.
Oh,
So
that is
there you go.
fantastic.
And then it comes packaged in tissue paper as well.
See,
So-
I'm a sucker for packaging, and I do think,
Yeah.
you know, it has to look really well presented and everything. So we will wear that with good old Manchester pride, and it's great to see, you know, a business like yours.
I've
doing
got to ask
really
you
well.
before you go, where's the Ollie and who's Ollie and Fred?
Yes.
It's my mum and dad, actually.
Really?
Everyone thinks it's my kids. It's not my children called Charlie and Bee, but yeah, it's actually my parents.
Yeah, but I see an offshoot. That Charlie
Well,
and
it
Bee could be a winner as well.
Good idea, yeah.
Oh,
An offshoot.
mini ones, mini
Yeah,
scarves.
yeah, that's
Oh,
the
well,
children's range sorted.
Yeah,
I love it.
absolutely. Oh, fabulous. These are great. stuff.
They're really gorgeous. I really love them. There is one guy that absolutely loves scarves and he wears them whenever he can doing his out and aboutness, and that's our Titters.
Yes.
Should we get him on and see what it's all
I
about?
wonder what street he'd be.
I know, yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hurrah!
Goodness, what you doing?
Did a bit of martial arts.
Oh, because that's what you've been doing.
Yeah.
It is. You threw the challenge at me last week.
I
so
did.
Here I am. You know.
Tell us more.
I know.
Well-
It's still in one piece.
I'm still in one. Yeah. Well, basically, a martial art is just sort of like traditional combat practices.
Right.
They come in all vets, all shapes and sizes, sort of thing. It's now used sort of like for military and law enforcement, or the best one is for physical and mental and spiritual development.
Yeah.
You know, of yourself.
Yeah.
what have you. Now, there's one or two famous film stars.
Oh,
Jackie
yes.
Chan, Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan.
I loved his films.
Jet Li.
The guy in the Pink Panther.
Oh, yeah, Jack Walk. That
Him?
was him, yeah.
Yeah.
What have you, yeah. But the main one was David Carradine, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, he
With
was brilliant.
Kung Fu.
Absolutely.
Kung Fu Panda.
Kai Chang Gain, wasn't it? But anyway, they all come in different types
Yes.
of martial arts. I mean, the first one that I'm going to talk about is the one from Japan, which is judo, which was everybody seems to
Judo.
know a bit about judo, which is basically about grappling your opponent to the ground.
Yeah.
And score points on the mat. Yeah. Well, we did have a local girl, a girl called Michelle Rogers, who she used to come in the shop, so I knew her from being a young girl. She actually won Commonwealth Gold at
Fantastic.
the Manchester Games in 2002. You know, so what a...
You don't want to mess with her if she comes in the shop, do you?
She was on
She
Blue
always got
Peter,
some-
weren't she?
Possibly. I
think she was on Blue Peter. Yeah.
Lovely.
Sorry.
Yeah, the second one I'd like to talk about is Taekwondo, which
Oh,
is
yes.
from Korea, really. And this is all based mainly about the leg, because it's more to do with self-defence rather than attack.
Yeah.
But the leg is generally the strongest and longest limb. So by using...
Not in my
the
case.
yeah, well, it's longer than your arm, isn't it?
It is when I've got my stilettos on.
Well, yeah, lethal. And, yeah. And it's all about sort of like being able to defend yourself by
Yeah.
using the leg. And once
Right.
again, we were rather good at this. The ladies are coming out tops here. Jade Jones, if
Yes.
you remember.
She won
Double
medals,
gold
didn't she? Yeah.
Olympian. Welsh girls, I think from the... Is it North
Welsh.
Wales? Yeah.
Nah,
But
it's
I
the
think it's
sheep.
North.
It's the sheep. You have to...
But, you know,
wrestle
double...
with it.
Yes, but she's a double Olympian.
She's what?
A double Olympian.
That just means she's into 2 rings.
I know we're winding you up and we are laughing, but things like that are great for the mind, for the physicality, and also for the youth of today to kind of defend themselves. So, you know.
What are you doing next week for us? I'm going to send you on a little walk, I feel.
Yes,
Yeah?
I'm going out for a hike. I'll get out on Sunday.
Yeah.
I'll take my camera out.
Yeah?
And I'll do a nice little VT for next week.
Oh, find us
Out
some
and about.
sheep.
Oh, well, the lambing season, so it'll be brilliant. Yeah.
Just bring me back some lamb to eat.
I'll probably have to see it
Stare
from
at
the
them, I'd
field to
sooner
the
eat them.
table. Yeah.
Right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ta-ta, Titters.
Ta-ta, Titters.
Ta-ta.
Well, now we're joined by something that I think is absolutely fabulous. It's called Coffee4Craig, and let's find out more about it. What is Coffee4Craig?
Hi. It's basically we're a charity that we provide a drop-in every evening and over the weekends for people who are rough sleeping, can come in, get a shower, get a hot meal, get a drink, get advice, signposting, clean boxes, clean socks, and clean clothes if we've got them. So just basically there for people who are rough sleeping.
Wow, and where is this? Where does this all happen?
We've got a building, Centre Point building on Oldham Street, so it's 52 Oldham Street. Everyone can come in between 5 and 7 on the weekend and 7 and 9 during Monday to Friday.
Okay, it sounds great. Now, there's a few charities like this that are dotted about that are heavily reliant on religious affiliation. Is yours related to it?
No, not at all.
That's good.
So we're all affiliated to everything and anyone, and sort of
It must take a lot to run. I mean, because
It
you're
does, yeah.
providing this. How do you do it?
basically on donations. We rely really heavily on fundraising, donations from the general public. We've got a little bit of funding from the council to sort of pay the staff, but we have to have more staff, so it's really donations that general public give us, or businesses and stuff.
And
like
how many
that.
people do you normally see within a day?
Within an evening, it depends, anything from 60 to 110 a night we can have, and it's only in a 2-hour slot, so it's...
And what's their
a lot of
response? So
people.
they felt like this is a lifeline really for us.
Definitely a lifeline. They get a lot of people sort of say they can come in, they can watch a bit of telly and pretend to be normal for 2 hours.
And why was it called Coffee for Craig then? What's the story behind that?
So basically, my brother Craig, he was homeless in Cardiff, in Wales.
There you go. See?
About Wales.
Yes, and he died of an overdose in a car park on his own, and we started Coffee for Craig in his name, really, just to sort of stop him dying in vain, really. I just wanted, but we started off just giving a cup of coffee to people and saying it's from Craig, start an urban myth, and it kind of snowballed and just became absolutely huge, and now we've got a 7-day-a-week drop-in.
Wow.
So how do people go about finding yourselves then?
But there's actually an app called streetsupport.net, which has all the charities and everything sort of on there, so people can look that up. Word of mouth, because we started on Piccadilly, so we knew a lot of the guys, and they, you know, we've known them for a long time, so they kind of follow us wherever we go. So when we went into the drop-in, they all came to us, and then word of mouth, everyone tells everyone else. All the services sort of we all tell everyone where to go. And stuff like that, really. So
Well, I
that's how
totally
people
take my
know.
hat off to you, and if you want 2 volunteers to come down and help you one time at Coffee for Craig,
definitely.
we will
You're more than
be there in a
welcome.
shot, and I think it's the best tribute you could ever give to him.
Oh,
so,
thank you.
yeah, keep
Thank
it
you
up.
very much for coming in today
Oh,
as
it's a
well.
pleasure.
It's
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
all the things we've had on today's show are just amazing, aren't
I
they?
know, they do feel that there's a lot of heart in this city, and I think we forget that from time to time.
I do indeed. Well, we are going to unfortunately have to wrap it up for this week's programme, but make sure you subscribe, make sure you ring that little dingly dongy bell, and make sure you come back next week to see exactly what we're up to. We're going to be off to a very famous little shop, aren't we, Shel?
We are. We're going to be styled. I mean, who could want some styling advice?
Not me.
We'll see you soon on
Your Manchester.